Welcome to part 5 of Sonic Generations. We're going to be going into the Speed Highway here. And what do we think of Speed Highway being the adventure representative, Chris?
It's probably the best level from Adventure. I'm trying to think of other ones. Windy Valley's alright.
Windy Valley's alright. I don't know how well it would work in boost gameplay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other Adventure levels that standed out. The Adventure had quite a lot of good levels, but I'd say this is probably the most iconic, isn't it?
Probably, yeah. Other than maybe Emerald Coast, but they use that in the 3DS one. Steve, you got any preference?
I think Windy Hill could have
Windy
worked.
Valley.
Yeah, Windy Valley. There's a lot of windy levels.
There's a lot of hill levels.
Yeah, a lot of windy, a lot of hills.
Yeah.
I reckon it could have worked. Specifically one sequence in it. You know when you run up and then it just does a sudden steep dive down.
That could have worked. They do have a section like this in modern Speed Highway though, don't they? Like the going down section of this. But yeah, I just think a lot of Windy Valley was more platform based things, which will work for classic, but not so much modern.
Yeah, but they changed so many things up in this. It would have worked.
I guess it's one of the things I was thinking about, like in terms of hero stages, and that one of the levels that a lot of people have come to like is the Mystic Mansion ones, but most of those are like platforming in, well, fighting enemies and shit in small rooms, which you can't exactly boost through. For me personally, I think Speed Highway is a good pick. I kind of wish there was more representation of, the At Dawn section.
The outside bit.
Yeah, that's a cool section of the level in the original that I think is a shame didn't get shown off here. Although we do get the bell shown off, which is pretty cool. I don't know why the bell's in the middle of like this hotel type place, but I'll take what I can get really, I guess.
So they were thinking of you a little bit, Harry.
Yeah, very slightly, although they didn't show off any of the actual music, which is a shame.
Alright, yeah.
Because I love that song. Granted, we get the super awesome Wub Wub Dubstep Highway going on here, which is fucking amazing, to be frank. I'm not normally one for the sort of dub sort of Wub Wub music, but it just works so well, and Cash tend to do this sort of stuff better than anyone as far as I'm concerned. So that works for me. I'm happy. I get my Wub Wub Speed Highway. If I were to pick another level from Adventure, maybe Final Egg. I was going to
say Final Egg, but yeah.
Either Final Egg or maybe Lost World. Because Lost World's got some interesting sections.
That's that's the one where most of it is in the air, isn't it? And
that's the one with the snake in it. And granted, the snake would be the one part I'd want taken out. But that's the one that has the really awesome sort of Indiana Jones chased by the boulder sort of segment in it.
Oh right, yeah.
And it's also got the slide parts. The slide they reused in Cannon's Core in SO2. It had that part in it as well, which was pretty fun, I think.
Oh god, you're rescuing cream and cheese.
Yeah. What are they doing here? Cream made a very brief cameo in Sonic Adventure DX. I don't think that's enough for them to sort of plant cream and cheese here for, but I guess they probably had to stick them somewhere. Because Cream and Cheese actually made their debut in Sonic Advance 2, which is a game we should probably look at one day, because I quite like that game when you play it on New Game Plus. Playing it on from a new save file is complete bloody hell, because you got to get all these special stages and shit. And that game's, the way it brings in the special stages is actually bullshit, because you have to get several of these coins spread through every level before you can even get into it, and it really slows down your gameplay when classic Sonic, or at least 2D Sonic, is designed around beating the levels quickly, isn't it? So I don't want to be going around looking for things. Fuck that noise.
I just suddenly noticed Modern Sonic was vandalising that building by absolutely shattering the glass from running across it.
Yeah, he does that a lot. He's doing it here.
Yeah.
And you think when these are all really high sort of flat type buildings, or probably office buildings, things like that. If it gets a broken window that high up, that's got to be a fucking inconvenience to replace it, isn't it? You've got to get a guy up on the big thing outside, lifting up.
Eggman's not the true villain here.
Probably an even bigger inconvenience for the people down below.
Yeah, but The ones who have glass falling on them.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people he's killed from bits of glass falling on them from this distance.
It's okay, Sonic's the good guy.
Yeah,
Apparently.
It's a menace to society.
This sequence.
this is cool. The notable change they made here is that if you dash into the wall sections here, the pillars, it will hurt you in this game. In Adventure, it just sort of makes you stumble and slows you down a bit. But no, it actually hurts you and takes your wings here, which I guess because he goes faster in this game, it makes sense.
You can get caught in a loop on this level if I remember correctly.
I did in my skeleton run of this, and that's why we're not using that.
Convenient rocket.
Yeah, that's
Convenient.
I do like that they brought back the helicopter as well at the start. I didn't grab onto it because I just find it much smoother if I just get the grind rail, but it's a little touch that I like because as far as I recall, the helicopter did just hurt you in Adventure if you were to land on the blades and that, obviously. Yeah, we got our S rank, sub 2 minutes. This was a really short part. So yeah.
That's the thing with Generations. It's like the levels are short, but you want to replay them.
Short and sweet.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, we'll see you next part for City Escape. See you then.